Does anybody remember that old Farmer's Almanac service where they would tell you exactly what to plant and when to plant it, when to start your seeds, and it was all based on where you live, so it's all customized to you. I used to love this service, but they stopped doing it in 2020, which is kind of ironic because that's when people really needed it, because everybody was starting homesteading. A lot of people that hadn't done it before started homesteading, and they started planting their own gardens for the first time because of the COVID situation. So today I want to show you this really cool thing that I found called SeedTime, and it's a lot like what Farmer's Almanac used to do, but it's actually a lot better. I like it a lot better. It's cooler, it's more customizable, and everything is like organized in a way that is amazing. You guys are gonna love this. Welcome to the Only Goats Farm page, where we share our homesteading journey. If you are looking to start a homestead with your family, make sure you hit subscribe and chew on that bell notification like a little baby goat so you don't miss any future videos. Okay, so back in the day, the Farmer's Almanac was my go-to site. It's how I would plan my garden and set up my garden, figure out when I could plant everything and when to start things. I love to garden, but I can't remember all of the dates that I have to plant things. Like, my brain just doesn't work like that. And reading the backs of all the seed packets was pretty annoying to me. Combine that with the fact that I have pretty significant ADHD, I've got animals that insist on being fed every day, and I already have a pretty busy life as a working from home single mom to begin with. I am by no means a pro gardener, really. And I need a little help to get things in the ground or started in pots at the right time. If you plant those peas too late, you're not getting any. So a few months ago, I found this really cool website called SeedTime. It's free, and it does everything for you except for getting it in the ground. So you still have to get your hands dirty. It's not gonna plant your garden. It's not gonna water it for you, but it does all the planning around it. It is complete with reminders, and you can customize it to your planting zone. It is so cool. I wanna show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is my garden here, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you how you can set up your own garden. So when you come over here, there is a little thing that says settings. You're gonna go into settings, and in settings, you're going to choose your growing zone or your address. And you can put in your garden frost dates manually. So say you're outside of the US and you don't have the ability to use the USDA hardy zones, you can actually just put in manually your last frost and your first frost dates. So you're gonna save the changes and then go over to your calendar, and then you're gonna add the crops that you want. And you can choose flowers or vegetables. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to do corn. Say I want to have a corn garden, and I can check the corn variety. So what kind of corn am I planting? What is my favorite? What kind of seeds do I have? I can actually come in here and choose the corn, and I can add a label if I want to. I can choose the color. So there's all these different colors here. So you see that it's color coded. So then I can add it to my schedule. If you're planning on doing your garden, what are you planning on putting in your garden this year? Let me know in the comments. I always end up doing way too much, and then I have to improvise because I've got too many plants and not enough room, and then the deer end up coming through and eating it all anyways. And in the past, I've tried like the powder that you sprinkle around, I've tried the sprays, I've tried the fishing line trick, but I think this year is the year, I know this year is the year that we're gonna be making a pallet garden around it, and we're doing a lasagna bed, so I'm really excited about that. None of the things that they say are deer repellents are actually deer repellents. I've found them all to be garbage, and maybe it's just because we have a high population of deer here, but I haven't found anything that works. Now, this is really cool because this is going to show me, like, here I am in February, and there's nothing I need to do. I don't need to be starting seeds. I don't need to be putting anything outside. I don't need to be, direct sowing seeds. I don't need to do any of that right now. Then we're gonna come into March. And here in March, I can start seeding the kale. So I can start my seeds inside. Same thing, I can start, April, I can start doing the peppers. I can go over to task filtering, and I can choose all of the things that I want to do for my garden. So that is seeding, prepping the bed, transplanting, cultivating, and harvesting. This shows me all the dates that I can do anything for all of the plants that I have selected. Now you go over to tasks, and you can see I don't have anything that I need to do right now. But let's skip ahead and let's go to, say, March. So March, I am supposed to have my kale seeded by March 18th. So I'm supposed to have it started by March 18th. So I can come over here, and check to see what I have to do on a weekly, monthly basis, however you want to do it, so that you really, have it's got a task list. It's basically like Asana for gardening. It's really cool. So say I want to complete it, boom, it's completed. And I can change the start dates or the end dates. It also tells me exactly how to do it. So if I'm a complete newbie to gardening and I'm not exactly sure what they mean by seeding, what they mean by bed prep, how to do all this stuff, I can click on it and it's going to give me step-by-step instructions on what I need to do, and as well as some videos. And then there are some masterclasses too. So it's pretty cool. It really breaks it down. Let's go to my birthday. Now you can see here, there's a lot of things that I did not do. So I didn't do all of these reds are way past the due date. So I can't seed my kale. It's way too late. I can't seed my peppers. It's way too late. I can't seed tomatoes. It's way too late. Hopefully, when you get to this, you have done all the things that you had planned in your garden. But then you go down here and these are the things that are due in this week. So now I can start harvesting my kale, I can start harvesting my squash. I've got different kinds of squash, my peas, my cucumbers, and my bush beans. So when you go in here though, when you first go to your task list, it's going to tell you what you have to do for today. This right here is showing in the year format, but I can also do it by month. So say I just want to like look at it by month really quick. Okay, so what do I got to do in February? All right, what do I got to do in March? What do I have to do in April? Like, what are some things that I have to do here? So I can see, I can go in there and look at it by month. And I can also look at it as a timeline. So I can look at my crops here down on the one side and then everything else on a timeline view. So now watch this. So now I'm going to click on the seeding peppers. And I'm going to go into the advanced settings, and it's telling me the seeding date relative to frost. I can also put it in manually, so if I'm changing it and I'm seeding at a different date, you can do that. How I'm putting it, so am I transplanting it or am I direct seed? And it's going to give you all the recommended numbers. You can change them, but it's going to give you the recommended numbers. So 77 days to maturity from transplanting. And I can also mark it as completed right from the calendar menu too. So I could mark it as completed right here if I wanted to. They do have some other really cool things in here too. So you've got a journal. So maybe you want to start journaling all of your garden things. So you can do that in here too, and you can add pictures and everything. It's kind of cool because it's like an all-in-one gardening buddy. I really love this and I'm excited to use it this year. And then you can go into the classroom. So say there's something that you want to learn about the app or about gardening, you can go into the classroom. So you want to learn how to test your soil, you want to learn more on how to use this program that I'm showing you. This teaches you here creating your planning schedule. There's different things that you can do, how to prepare your garden beds. So this is really created for, like, if you don't know, if you've never gardened in your life, they have everything in here that is going to help you have a successful garden. Winter gardening tips. If you click on community, that's just going to take you to their Facebook group. It gives you a password and then you can join their Facebook group. From here, it's a members only Facebook group. And then you're gonna go to store, and if you want to shop seeds, you can go ahead and shop some seeds that you want. Now remember, you get a $5 coupon that is going to allow you to basically get like a package of seeds. So if you wanted to come in here, I think they're all organic from what I saw. There's not a huge selection, but if it's something that you wanted, go ahead and try it out. So say I wanted to plant some tomatoes. I can come in here and see what they have for tomatoes. A lot of them are out of stock. So I'm just gonna do availability in stock, and it's going to show me the tomatoes. They're $3.55 for the package of seeds. So I would be able to get the seeds plus shipping. I don't think this part is a great deal unless you're already planning on buying a whole bunch of organic seeds to begin with. Then you could do it through them and just add on another free seed for it. But really the best part about it is this calendar and the tasks I think this is amazing. It's way cooler and way more beneficial than what Farmer's Almanac used to have. I was sad when I saw that program go. I'm happy that I found this. If this is something that you're interested in and you're getting ready to start your garden, I put a link in the description box that's going to get you started with your free account, as well as your $5 worth of seeds if that was something that you wanted to do. If this video was helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and please let me know in the comments if you try it out. What do you think about it? I love it. I love this program. I haven't actually used it for myself because it's not gardening time yet, but I played around with it and I'm so excited to use it this year. All right, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys all in my next video.